Great place to visit in southern France. I love Nice. So let's watch this because this is a great
In
tour
French,
to
Marion.
learn a lot.
Marion.
Yeah, you might know that French actress Marion Cotillard.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's so my favorite. Oh yeah. I feel very excited. We have the same first name. So yeah, so a lot of good stuff waiting for us tonight. So maybe a little bit about myself, like who am I, where I come from. You might have already, caught the fact that I have a bit of a French accent on the back. That's because I'm French. So I'm originally born in the Alps, in a town called Annecy. I don't know if you've heard of it. You've heard of it? Yes? Maybe something happened. Transport is not so easy to go over there, so that's probably why that happened. And it's very beautiful. So I was born and raised over there, but the cold was not really my thing. So I moved around a bit. I lived in Italy. Then I moved to California. That's where I met my wonderful husband. And together we moved to Canada. Yes, to Montreal. Great place, but way too cold. So after a few years, we just said, okay, no, I miss the heat. I want the beach. And we had come on vacation here one time. We totally fell in love with the place. And we said if we ever moved to France, Nice would be the place. So 3 years ago, we made it a reality. And we just keep falling in love with this place. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just so much to see, so much to try. It's just wonderful. So I cannot wait to share all I can from what I know and what I love around here with you tonight. And so we are in the heart of the Mediterranean Sea, the Mediterranean area, and therefore the Mediterranean lifestyle. And you might be aware that the Mediterranean lifestyle is all about gathering people around food and wine. It's not very difficult to do that, right? You found the trick. That's why we have so many tourists around here. And it's exactly what we're going to do tonight, because we come from so many different places all over the world. We have so much to share about our own culture. So it's all going to be about exchanging. So I'm going to be sharing about everything I know around here in terms of food and wine and culture. But I want you to chat between each other and exchange, because this is what is at the key of the longevity on the Mediterranean lifestyle. You've probably heard of those people that live 100 years. Yeah, well, that's what they do. They don't drink the little red one alone after their work day. They share with the friends, with the family, and that's what it's all about. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So what can I tell you about the culture and how it has influenced the food that we're going to be having tonight? First of all, take a good look at those beautiful, colorful buildings around you. And I'd like you to tell me, which country does it remind you of?
Italy.
Very good. Italy, yes. So if you think that you were standing in France tonight, well, not exactly, I'm afraid. Because Nice has been part of the country of France for only 160 years, which is a very short period of time for our history in Europe. But it's been under the Italian influence for more than our history in Europe. But it's been under the Italian influence for more than 500 years. And that is a long time, and it had time to really influence this place. So that's why you're going to see the buildings, it looks like the way they are in Italy. You're going to see a lot of Italian food in Nice. And also even the dialect has a lot of Italian influence that is spoken around here. And so all of this obviously definitely affects the food that you're going to be eating tonight, which is going to be a mix of Italian / truly Niçois. So it's going to be very, very interesting. The weather has a major impact on what you eat. Believe it or not, guys, we have 300 plus days of sunshine per year. Wow. I know, you're all jealous now. Oh yes.
Very jealous.
I'm originally extremely white. Extremely white. It's not much, but for me it's a lot. It's we get a lot of sun and therefore a lot of vitamin D around here. And so when you have plentiful of sun, what can you grow?
Everything.
Everything, that's it.
Yep.
We call this place a vegetarian's paradise because it's plenty of fruits, vegetables, plants.
Do you have to be a citizen to work here? Because we're all
No.
moving.
We shall chat about that.
Okay.
No, you don't have to. My husband is not a citizen yet.
Oh.
Marrying a French person might
That's
help.
another way. Oh, yeah.
But there's other ways as well.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And so yeah, we grow a lot of fruits and vegetables, and they're going to have some very creative ways to accommodate them, which we're going to see tonight. Also, we live in a place where there's long stretches of sun without much rain, which means that what happens to the grass when that happens? It dries out, yeah, absolutely. And if you don't have a lot of pasture with land to grass feed the animals, that means that if you don't have much animals, which kind of food supplies you don't have a lot of?
Meat.
Yeah, meat, absolutely.
Poultry.
Absolutely. And from what do the cows and the goats bring as well, and the sheep? Yeah, dairy, absolutely. So, yeah. Absolutely. So you can have a little bit of goat cheese around here, but it's not a main staple traditionally. And for the meat as well, it really is a vegetarian's paradise. But there's going to be a few surprises about that tonight, so don't be disappointed. Stay tuned. It's really going to be really wonderful. So I feel like I've opened your appetites around here. Yeah, enough talking about it. We shall start eating.
Yes.
So a little cleansing of the hands to start. Yeah.
Oh my.
We know, I agree. I was feeling some spinach with a twist here.
Oh, so good.
There's got to be something
First taste. First taste of this wine and food.
first guesses around here. Oh, Dan was starving. Here you go, buddy. For his defense, he's had said it. Huh?
Oh my.
Ideas. Okay. So not seaweed. It would have a lot of flavor if it was seaweed. You'd feel it. Spinach, scale, very close.
Cabbage.
Cabbage, no, you're a little farther away with that. Excellent. Very good.
So Swiss chard is in here.
So good.
One for you.
We're supposed to guess what it is.
Excellent. Swiss
Chard. Swiss chard, huh?
It's a major staple around here.
In between there, major
Swiss
staple.
chard almost all year long.
Looks good.
They come in different sizes and different.
Oh.
Can you tell me when this is dated from?
1820.
Oh yeah! Smart hands. 1 point for everyone. You guys are great. Absolutely, 1820. It has been in the same family since then.
Wow.
The Maison OR, the OR family. Yes. So it's been from father to son since 1820. We're in the 6th generation right now.
Wow.
But now they've had a bit of a different surprise. They didn't have a son, but a daughter.
Oh, nice.
And she must be a very happy one because she's trained by her daddy to take on the work. Cassandra is learning from her dad, Thierry. And they specialize in candied fruits. But I know you're seeing the chocolate behind me, so don't be disappointed. This is coming as well.
Okay.
So what is candied fruit? It's a wonderful thing. I've told you, we grow a lot of fruits and vegetables around here. And when you grow that much fruits, there's so much you can eat fresh. At some point, you have to do something to preserve them so that you can eat them later on. And this is exactly what they do here. You can preserve a fruit 2 ways. Either in alcohol, we love that, and you can do in sugar as well. And this is what these guys do. So when they harvest the fruits when they're at the peak of their maturity, the fruits. They boil them, and then they dip them in a sugary syrup between 30 to 60 days, according to the type of fruit that you're dealing with. Every day, in and out of the fruit, of the sugar, sorry. At night, it's in the sugar. During the day, it's out of the sugar. In and out like this for 30 to 60 days. Until the fruits are saturated in sugar. But this is when you can see that the traditional methods have passed on from generations to generation, because as we're going to taste it, you're going to see that this technique has retained the full flavor of the fruit. The full flavor, without adding any adulterants, chemicals, additives of any kind to try to enhance the fruit. No, it's just purely the fruit in that sugary syrup. Really, really wonderful product. So we're gonna go see inside. We're gonna go be amazed at this beautiful shop. And I want you to think of something when you pass the doors of this shop. Think that Queen Victoria in the late 1800s used to come to this shop and pick up her sweets before she would go to the opera house. Try and think of that.
Wow.
Yep.
That's,
So let's go inside, and then we'll talk about the chocolate as well. And they crystallize them in sugar. So here you have violets, flowers, and here you have, I confuse them all the time. So this must be verbena and rose. Have you ever heard of verbena, guys? Some of you, yes, yeah. Not everyone knows verbena. We consume it a lot in France in a herbal tea at night to calm ourselves. So this would go wonderful with a herbal tea on the side, or a rose petal herbal tea that goes really, really well together. They're going to be shaking that so that all of the unwanted things fall through the holes, and you're left only with the olives. Once you have your olives only, you're going to be crushing them together with the stone, with the pit, to make an olive paste. And this olive paste, put it on this mat here, like this, in a nice layer. And then you're going to put another mat, and another layer of paste, and another mat, and another layer, so on and so forth, until you have this nice sandwich that you're going to place in a press, in an olive press. Right here, you can see this is a portion of an olive press. You see this thing that's twirling like this. When you press that, it's going to the process to help extract the olive oil. Then the olive oil is going to be in suspension, and you're going to be able to separate them and collect it. Now, some malintentioned big industrials, in order to make more profit, more gain, they're going to use warm water. And this is not what Fabio and his family do, because that would damage the quality of the olive oil and the flavor and the health benefits. So absolutely not what they're doing. So cold pressed only. They make virgin olive oil, and that means that no chemicals of any kind has been added to the process. It's just those olive paste with cold water, virgin olive oil. Finally, and this is what I would say they are the most proud of, is the fact that they make extra virgin olive oil. It has to do with the acidity content of the olive oil. In order to be approved as extra virgin olive oil, you have to have no more than 0.8% of acidity into your olive oil. Now, because they wake up early in the morning, do that process really quickly, gather up all the olives, take it to the press, have it pressed. By the afternoon, the olive oil is already bottled. And thanks to that process, it doesn't have time to oxidize the fruits, and therefore the acidity content is lesser. And they're able to achieve an impressive 0.4% of acidity only. It's half of what is tolerated. Yeah, so it's very, very impressive. So of course, I'm sorry, we're gonna be tasting. Have a look at this picture here. What is this? Yes, truffles. Truffle is not just a chocolate. It's also a wonderful, luxurious mushroom that make your food taste absolutely delicious. Two types of truffles. the black ones that we can see in the top there. Do you see the top shelf? Yeah, black truffle. Black truffle is a bit more commonly found in France, various places of France. It's a rare product, but not as rare as the white one. Just to give you an idea in terms of price difference because of the rarity of the product, for a kilo of a black truffle, 2 pounds approximately, you're looking at 400 euros. Yeah, for a kilo, or 2 pounds approximately. For a white truffle, you can add a zero. Between 2,000 to 5,000 a kilo. I know. But, so first of all, we can feel very privileged that we can try that tonight. Yes, because we're going to be trying white truffle products. And also, you're going to see that even though it's an expensive product, you only need very, very little to really transform your meal, transform your dish. So it's really a fantastic product. White truffle is found in one place of the world, Alba, in the Piemonte region of Italy. This is why it's so rare. Over there, the climatic conditions are perfect for truffles to grow, and obviously you can never farm a truffle. It's only found in the wild. It's only found in the wild. Under which trees do we find the truffles?
Olive?
Not the olive tree. I heard something else. Huh? Yeah, oaks. That's one very good answer. And also under the hazelnut trees. So just after the truffle tasting, we're going to talk more about the hazelnuts. But keep that in mind. And how do we find truffles?
With dogs.
Ah, very good. Excellent. Because what would the pigs do? Eat it. Yes. The pig eat the truffle, I eat the pig. That would be some delicious pig. Oh my God. So, first thing that we can do is smell a wonderful olive oil that has been infused with, as you can see, a tiny, tiny piece of truffle. But you really don't need much. This, you know, because it's licorice. It's a licorice alcohol. I get it. You have the pastis lovers and you have the pastis haters. It's usually one of those two categories. I'm a pastis hater. I have no problem saying it. But like everything that we do, I believe in trying. And so we have planned for everyone to have a little shot of that. It is not to be drunk as a shot though, huh? I'm warning it in case I don't see you. You sip it, if not you're in for a ride. Huh? It's pretty.
We want to go for a ride.
There we go. This is a good, difficult group here.
Yeah,
We're going for a ride? We're all going for a ride?
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go for a ride.
Yes. I love it. Love it. So we're gonna try it. If you love it, you get the full size of it. If you don't, you can get a beer, a rosé, a white one, a red one, whatever you want. Does that work well for everyone? Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go in, guys. They're gonna give us our drinks and then we're gonna go downstairs where the surprise is waiting for us. Tu veux un petit pastis ou pas? Non, okay.
Now we're ready to party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're coming back here tonight.
Okay. Very good idea. Up until 2:30, guys. Nice.
Whoa! That's what's up. Well, she's like, oh no, she didn't say that. Is it time to taste this one?
Two shots?
You want to eat a shot? I'm a hater. You're a hater? Welcome to my club. I joined you. It's rough. Well, that's exactly what it is. That's what it was invented for. With olive oil, lemon juice, red onions, a bit of herbs as well, and a nice little cherry tomato.
I'll take that.
Chickpeas is a huge staple around here. And out of the chickpeas, we also make chickpea flour fries. Do you see them, the fries?
Oh,
Yeah, it's chickpea flour fries. Yeah. You have some beautiful roasted red bell peppers. Yeah, with a little bit of pesto on it. Delicious. And across from that on your plate, on the other side, you have local mushrooms.